Alright, so let's go ahead and get into the build right down here. So for the armor pieces, I'm using the helmet known as the Cultist Hat. For the body armor, I'm using the Disciplined Mantle. For the leg armor, I'm using Disciplined Greaves. For the glove armor, I'm using Disciplined Van Braces. For the relic, I'm using Ruined Heart. For the primary weapon, I'm using the Monolith at plus 10 with the Prophecy Mutator. Then for the melee weapon, I'm using Mirage with the Edgelord Mutator, all at plus 10. And then I'm using Nebula at plus 10 with the Mutator known as Time Wave. And then for the amulet, I'm using Jester's Bell. For the rings, I'm using Burden of the Destroyer, Burden of the Gambler, Crimson Dreamstone, and Kinetic Cycle Stone. For the archetypes, I'm using the Invoker to get the Prime perk, so that's going to be your first one. And then I'm using Archon as the secondary. So now let's go ahead and get into the traits. Traits are going to be really straightforward. I'm using Flashcaster maxed at level 10. I'm using Fortify maxed at level 10. I'm using Gifted maxed at level 10. Regrowth, Strong Back, Swiftness, Triage, Vigor, Expertise, Fitness, and then I'm also using Siphoner. All of these are maxed at level 10, so take note of that, just copy that down. And then from there, last but not least, we'll get into fragments. Are really straightforward. So they're going to be Mythic Armor bonus, which gives 10% armor bonus as one of the relic fragments. Then I'm also using Mythic Healing Effectiveness as one of the relic fragments, but plus 15% healing effectiveness. And then I'm using Mythic Cast Speed for the relic fragment, which is plus 20% mod and skill cast speed. And then this is going to be what the drip looks like here. But enough about that. Let's go ahead and get into the rotation. So the rotation is going to be very straightforward. You're going to swap over to Nebula. You're going to cast your Nano Swarm. After you go ahead and cast that, you want to utilize your Sandstorm here and just throw it on the ground. Once that's said and done, you're going to pop your Lightning. Then you're just going to go ahead and shed Lightning onto anyone that happens to oppose you. Once your Lightning runs out, you're just going to go ahead and pop your Lightning once again. Then once that Lightning is good and done, what you're going to do is you're going to use your first ability here to create these massive waves. Once that's said and done, then you're going to pop your mods once again. And then while you're waiting on cooldowns, what you want to do is you want to pop the Ruined Heart. This will allow you to get passive mod regeneration, as you see in the bottom right hand corner. And then you could just keep using your mods, which in turn will be able to increase your speed at which you get your Archon back. And then you can just keep using Archon. And that's pretty much it. Very simple, very straightforward. But nonetheless, if you guys have any questions or concerns about the build, feel free to post it down below in the comments section. I'd love to get your overall feedback and thoughts on the set build in a nutshell. With that being said, if you haven't already, don't forget to like, favorite, subscribe. It really helps me out, really supports the channel. But anyway, guys, I'm going to let some gameplay roll around in the background there. So if you have any other issues or concerns, well, then just test the build out for yourself and let me know what you think. But without further ado, I hope you guys have a really good day and hope to see you real soon. Later.